The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today.
Hey, this is Rev from the Drowns, and if you still believe in rock and roll, then keep the dial set here at the Struggling Artist Podcast.
You're listening to the Struggling Artist Podcast.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
With your host, Trev Allen.
I wish to God that somebody would do something to block out the voices in my head for 5 minutes.
Welcome to the Struggling Artist Turntable for August of 2025. With me today, as always, Jeff Bousquet. Hello,
Yo.
Jeff. And our I don't know, our voice that we almost lost, Chris Chavez.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm back.
You're back. Remember your microphone. You got to talk into it. You can't talk on the side.
Yes, I am back.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so this month, hold on. First off, Ozzy Osbourne passed away today. I feel like we have to. Jeff, are you an Ozzy fan?
Definitely not as I won't claim to be as much of an Ozzy fan as many people that I know.
Yeah.
But I certainly respect him as a
guy, right? You've
respect him as a staple music icon, you know. As a legend.
Have you ever listened to Black Sabbath?
For sure. But not like I don't claim to be a big fan.
You're not.
I
I said that with the Beatles for a long time because I was like, I like them, but I don't celebrate the entire catalog. But,
yeah, I mean, Sabbath has always actually been a band. It's one of those bands I tell myself that I need to go listen to more when I'm listening to other metal bands and things that I'm like, there's a lot of bands that paved the way that I just never, dove into the discography of as anywhere near as much as I should, just to kind of learn about the influences and stuff, even Metallica. I feel like I didn't start listening to until I was actually older, until I had already been listening to a lot of punk and hardcore and other stuff.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, yeah. So Chris and I, we went to do we're going to do a list today for the Patreon, and then when that happened, I'm like, let's just shift gears and do a chopping it up and talk about Ozzy and Black Sabbath, and we did that, and I'm going to put it out publicly as an episode because I just want to, and I was going to do it earlier, but I lost internet. Because I lost internet earlier when Chris and I were recording, so
it's
and then we had an issue just now. So yeah, it's always something. But anyway, we are here for this Friday morning to give you guys recommendations.
The Friday morning after.
To give you guys recommendations and send you on your way. Chris, what is the Turntable all about?
Turntable is a once-a-month gathering of the greatest minds of all time within the podcasting specific to local and X Factor podcasting recording community. Yes, that's right. There is a community specific to that, and we are the greatest of those minds. So anyway, no, we get together, we talk about music, we bring local picks to recommend, and then there's an X Factor theme that we all go along with. And this month is going to be a fun one.
I wish I had some beer to drink. I should have brought some. Yeah, this month the winner was beer. I picked beer because I couldn't think of anything else to pick. When Chris, you had coffee, I believe, and Jeff had tequila. I really wish tequila had won because that would be a lot of fun for me. But beer was good. We still like beer. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about.
We do like beer.
We got some degrees of separation, I guess we can call it, to how we get there. So
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I've got the proof, Chris. I've got the proof. We'll get into that a little bit later, though. So, yeah, how's everyone doing? Jeff, you've been traveling. Did you go to Canada twice since the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice.
I did.
Mhm.
Did. Just can't get enough of our neighbors to the north this summer.
Yeah. That's good.
It was a weird. I went to Canada recently as well, and it was a weird feeling. I was out there, and me and a couple buddies were there, and we were just in the hotel room, standing out, and I was looking over the window, and I saw like this truck of workers pulling up to a work construction site, and then this weird black van went by, and I was just like, "Yo, am I about to watch ICE snag up some people?"
No.
Right. My buddy's just like, you realize you're in Canada, right? That's not going to happen. And for a second, I was like, this is what it means to feel free. That's a sad statement.
Yeah.
It's a sad statement,
real.
dude. Jeez.
I mean, luckily for you, Canada's like down the block. So you were like,
I just jump over the
you
creek.
were like a few streets over, and you were in Canada.
I'm like Super Mario.
Like Mr. Chavez, be like, nope.
You were like down the, you were just like down, down the block. But
But it was a really weird thing to just think in that mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's just a weird. Yeah, and that's like. It's supposed to be like the new norm. It'll never feel normal.
Man. It's not okay.
Never feel normal. It'll never feel normal to see what they're doing and, to be out there. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything like it in person, I don't think I would react very well to it.
I don't think I would either.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just crazy times. But we're not here for that. We're here for something else.
Yeah, we're here for this is our escape music. Music helps us through.
Yes, it does. And we're going to talk about our local picks, and then we're going to talk about some beer or some beer picks, I guess. Yeah.
Send us your beer picks.
Yeah. Has anybody hit any shows as of late? We can talk about that real quick. Before we go.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have. Not since
Oh, the Humanity and Little Low a few weeks back, right after
at Taffeta.
I got back from right after I got back from Canada the first or second time that I was up there this summer, and they played a great show. Caught MK Naomi the other night at O'Brien's. That was super fun, and I caught my local pick. They played that same show, so I will
did they?
talk about them when we
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Chris, I know you've been out there.
I've been seeing a lot of shows. Earlier, at the end of last month, I saw Science Man with Do Crime and a whole bunch of other really good bands as well. And then 2 weeks ago, Friday, I had a chance to see Miracle Blood at a place called Amy's by us here. And what a show. What a show. It was like literally face melting. It was insane. It was so good. So good.
It's just to think, like,
we love Miracle Blood.
Yeah, they're great,
named
dude.
3 bands that have been actually between you and Jeff. I think almost every band has been on this show. Like we've talked about.
I hope did they know who you were, Chris? Did you chat with them?
I did actually. I went up to the merch table and talked to Garrett, the bass player, for a minute, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm a huge fan." I said, I'm one of the producers for The Struggling Artist," and he was just like, "Hey, Trev Allen." I was like, "Yeah." He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and he goes, "Wait, are you one of the guys that does the round table?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh,
Nice.
good to meet you." So I talked to him for a bit, and then at the end of the show, I went up and just told Andrew, the singer, that they did a great set and it was awesome, and then I said, I work with Trev Allen, and that's when he was like, "Oh man, that's awesome," and he was just like, "Tell him we said hello." Yeah,
Nice.
they're cool dudes,
Cool.
man.
Yeah,
they
they're
were
great guys,
really,
yeah.
really cool.
They're really
it was awesome.
nice. They're super nice.
Super sweet dudes.
I had a blast. Like when Jeff and I went to the Boston Music Awards, I had a chance to like talk with them for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it was a good time. I don't think I've gone to any shows since I've been back. That's crazy. When did we go? In May?
Wow.
To Canada?
Dude.
Yeah.
To Pusa?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of it was at the end of
Holy
May. Yeah.
shit. I
to
gotta
get out there.
I gotta get my ass out
Well, we're going to one fucking Monday the 28th,
there. I'm so excited.
which
I'm so excited.
it'll
I've
be
never heard
long
O'Brien.
past by the time this airs.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go see resident neighborhood party metal band. I'm calling them a party metal band. Fucking Leatherlung, who I have brought on whose record I have brought on the show on Monday. So we're stoked about that.
Excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to go to a metal show because it's been a while since I've been to a metal show. I'm excited to go to O'Brien's for the first time. Never been there, and that's like one of the spots to go. So I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm not going to find parking because of what happened that one time.
Listen, just prepare yourself for Alston, okay?
I don't know what
I don't want you leaving. I don't want to get a text that you turned around and went home. Drove an hour and a half home because you couldn't find parking. I will be I will be devastated.
I would be too. How early should I leave for Alston?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we got some stuff going on. We'll talk about what we have coming up at the end of the episode too. So, but let's get into let's take our first break, and when we come back, we will. I don't know. I was trying to make a beer reference and I can't figure it out. Something about the sweet hops of our local picks or something. I don't know. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
What the fuck is up? It's your boy Squally Green Thumb, and I am here to give you an update on my almost monthly charity EPs. That's right. Almost every month in the year of our Lord 2025, I will be releasing a new EP of music in a different genre of music, and it will be for a different charity almost every month. Last month, I didn't put out an EP. And if you listen to the segment last month, you know that I blamed it on my new job, which is totally fair because it has changed my creative process quite a bit, derailed it almost. So I've had to figure out a new way to move, to write, to squeeze in time. And it's been difficult, but I did pull off making this record. And credit where credit is due, my new job was hugely influential to me making this new record. This new record of which I speak is a hip-hop and R&B EP, genres that I have loved my entire life. I was a Jammin' 94.5 kid, even though I owned a lot of grunge CDs and stuff. It was hard to convince my mom to buy me hip-hop albums until I was a little older because of all the parental advisories and whatnot. So I would listen to Jammin' 94.5 all the time, and to this day I want to be in an R&B group probably more than anything. I know that I said that my next band will definitely be a doom metal band, and that is still true, but if I could get an R&B group together, let's fucking go. Anyway, this hip-hop and R&B EP that I'm dropping today is called Smoke-stalgia, and it is about memories that have cropped up in working my new job, which is a bud tender at a cannabis dispensary. Now, I am 40 years old, and I've been smoking weed since middle school. So most of my smoking career, I have had to do shady black market deals, right? Thankfully, as an adult, it was mostly, go to somebody's house, hang out, watch them play GTA for 3 hours, and then, they'll sell you a bag. But there was also when I had to go to street level dealers, street pharmacists, whatever the fuck you want to call them, plugs. Now, those were not the plug. Those were the dime bag boys. And I loved the dime bag boys, and they were very important to me. And also, I looked up to them. In fact, I tried to be one for one day, and then I got arrested. And then that led to all the dominoes in my life falling and everything going to absolute shit. So I love that I am a bud tender at a cannabis dispensary. But I also miss the old days a little bit, especially when a customer is really shitty to me. Like, here's the deal, guys. Bud tenders are essentially weed baristas, okay? I get treated the same that I did as a barista by some of these fucking people, except when I was a barista, I could give them decaf and ruin their day if they were shitty to me. Now I still have to sell them weed, and it's painful. And it got me to thinking, like trying to imagine some of the dealers that I used to buy off of when I was younger, the ones I looked up to, the ones that could do the cool butterfly knife skills and flip like tricks, and were dangerous in their own way, and you just didn't want to piss them off, or they'd sell you oregano, or just take your money outright, or punch you in the face, whatever. And I miss that, because I would love to do that to these people. But it's not all bad. A lot of it's good. Just like a lot of back in the day was good, but it wasn't all good. And that's what this EP is about. The charity that I am raising money for is the Last Prisoner Project, an organization that is trying to get people who are in jail for cannabis in legal states out of fucking jail. Because if it's legal, they should be done. They should be out, right? I would love for one of those dealers to get out of jail, get their records scrubbed clean so they can work at a dispensary with me, and we can stand there like, shit ain't right, man. Check out my new EP. Buy it, and let's help some people.
You can find all of Squally Green Thumb's music at weedaboo.bandcamp.com. That's right, weedaboo.bandcamp.com.
And we're hopping back in with our local picks for August of 2025. I gotta say, Jeff, that was Jeff's little.
Oh, but now, dude, you should have saved that for when we come back for the X Factor, though.
I'll have one for that by then. I hope. Yeah,
He's got something brewing.
Oh, now I can't use that one. I can't use that. Don't take away all the beer puns before we get there.
I'm out. Bye.
All right, so this is our local pick portion. We do use the word local loosely if it's someone who has lived in the area, near the area, or if it was a place that you formerly lived. I think I'm the only one that really moved around a lot. Well, no, Chris, you were Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Florida, then just New York, or
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Florida, New York, York, Florida, New York.
And then Jeff, you spent some time in California. You could pick California bands.
I suppose that 3 months. I mean, 3 months was not.
Yeah,
I don't really consider it.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's a tour. You know,
Yeah,
you did a tour in California, so or a bid. You did a bid in Cali. All right, so I guess since I had chose beer, and beer has won, I get to go first. But before we get to that, we're going to start with our local picks. My local pick is not a stranger to this program. The latest from One Fall, Cut and Run, a 4-song EP, heavily heavily guest appearance all over. Every song I think has a guest appearance. Yeah, every song has some guest appearance on here. This band, the energy, the community of the band, like what they do, like I said, guest appearance. I mean, you have Kyle from Oh the Humanity on here. You have Paul from The Promised End. You have Nat and Becky from the Iron Roses on here. Kevin from Oh the Humanity's on this one. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like when I think of the Boston music community, I really do. I think of Onefall and everyone that's interconnected to them in some way. This album was, I don't know, the modern age, like it has some of the craziest like metal licks I've ever heard in it. You know what I mean? Like they're awesome. I don't even know how to classify this band anymore because they do so much and it's awesome. Like I like that. Like I like that they stand on their own, you know, and they just, I think if I had to one complaint, I want an LP. I want a full length record from, but I mean, I could just take every one of these EPs and just put them in a playlist and I got one, you know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to, but like, yeah, I just, when the last song ends, I always want more. And I think that's a good complaint to have, you know? Artwork's amazing. They did a video for one or two of the songs already, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, again, I don't know. I can't say enough good things about this band. Ever since I first heard of them. And I think, Jeff, did you bring them here for the first time?
I may have.
Or did
I? May have brought one of
us, because they had,
I think I brought their previous EP or two EPs ago.
Yeah, the one with the slingshot was the first one I heard. I think that was their first EP.
Yeah,
and then they won the Rock and Roll Rumble that same year. I remember that. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just love this band. The energy, like I said, the energy that gives, the camaraderie that it gives off. I'm into it. Totally into it.
Yeah, dude, I enjoyed this as well, man. It's fun, it's fast, it's catchy. Like you said, the riffs on this are great. The riffing on this album is absolutely it's killer. Driving, like it was something that I would definitely put on when I'm driving. I love just the intensity of it. The vocals are great. I didn't realize, so I'm not from the area, so I don't know about all of the different connections to it, right? But from what you're saying, it sounds to me like they're the Kevin Bacon of the Boston scene. And it's like at some point 6 Degrees you'll have worked with or been in a band with this band, with the people in this band. Yeah, no, dude, I really enjoyed this. It was a good one. Definitely a great kind of EP for the summertime. And when I say that, it's not because it's like summery and that kind of, not like the Kilograms album, but like it's summertime in terms of like roll your windows down, turn the music up, and get on the highway and drive. Have a good time with your friends. Go get a drink. Go get some lunch. Do something, but turn this up. You know what I mean? It's a good time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and she's like, Helen writes from a place of like really raw emotion that connects like a lot of different levels. I feel like too, because there's like macro and micro happening. I feel like in the way that she writes, and I noticed with this time around with this new EP, you mentioned like, you know, all of the guest vocals, and the biggest thing that stood out to me was vocals in general, just from their previous stuff, just getting a bit more adventurous and complex and layered and super dense. There's like all kinds of vocal stuff going on in this that was really, really fun to listen to. And you described it, like you said you had a hard time describing, you know, their sound, and I have had that too. I mean, they've described themselves on Bandcamp as like melodic hardcore, melodic punk, pop punk, skate punk, but like hardcore all mixed together. I think my brother or somebody that I heard that kind of said they were almost a little bit like pop metal too, at times, which like
that makes sense.
I feel like Oh the Humanity could fall into that, and with some of the licks and stuff, you know, and the big parts. But it's got an eclectic feel to it as far as, you know, genre placement goes, but it is energetic as fuck. So, you know, regardless of what you want to call it, it makes you feel things. It makes you feel feels.
You used adventurous. I really like that for this band.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah. Yeah.
Good
They're
call.
a great band.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. I'm happy for them. Like I said, I want more. I do. I just want more. I think they gave us what, 2? Did they give us 2 EPs last year or no? Maybe not.
Or they may have been like a year apart, or like 6 or 7 months apart, or something like that. I think, but 2022 and then 2023. Yeah, so it was like fall of 22 and then fall of 23. So it was about a year apart. But they also put on a fantastic live show too. Their energy live is fantastic.
It matches exactly what you hear too.
Don't disappoint. They perform like they're performers and they're pro as fuck. So yeah.
Nice.
I was fortunate enough to see them play at the Midway, and like it was awesome. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
Do they venture outside of New England?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do they
go places? Yeah.
Yeah, they've toured a little bit, and they've played.
I'll have to keep an eye
They've
out.
played festivals and stuff. So yeah.
Nice.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. We'll
Okay.
do the Boston Buffalo Boston sandwich. All right, I'm bringing another band that's not a stranger to this show. This is the local melodic hardcore band from Buffalo, Do Crime. They put out a new EP called Caught Up. As soon as this dropped, some of these songs I had already heard because they'd played them live the few times that I'd seen them, and so I was familiar with them. But as soon as this dropped and I was able to listen to it from beginning to end, I literally played it like 3 or 4 times over. Mostly because it's quick. It's a quick, almost like a 1-2 punch of an EP. I think, what does it look like? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not even close to 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it's fast, but it's a good time. I can't remember though. Did I miss the episode when I had Do Crime? Was it one that I wasn't able to get on?
I think so.
I think so, because I don't remember telling you guys about the first time I heard them. And I remember like the first time I heard them, dude, and I heard this voice. I swear to God, I was like, yo, this dude sounds like a young Lemmy Kilmister. You know what I mean? Like, he legit sounds like Lemmy before too much whiskey, right, and too much smoking. But man, it's a good time. I love this band. I think they're great. They're high energy. It's this EP itself though is just killer. Just one after another. The first song to the last, it's just something I've played it a million times now, and I just got the vinyl in the mail, which I can't wait to listen to. Because I got their original demo that released, the one you guys got a chance to talk about, is the B-side to that. So it's kind of cool that I got them both on vinyl and bring them back, because, dude, these guys are killer. If they ever do tour outside and come your way, you guys got to see them live. They're so good.
So you're saying the B-side of Caught Up is that demo?
Yep. The first one.
I got to open it. I got it in the mail.
Yeah.
I haven't
Was it the
opened
big
it yet.
packaging? You got the big packaging? Or did you just get the vinyl? Did you get the bundle or the vinyl?
I guess it's just the vinyl. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the bundle when it first came out, and it came with a stencil for their logo. It says "Do Crime" if you want to go and spray paint it anywhere. And it came with a little water gun, a little Do Crime water gun.
That's cool.
Nice.
Hell yeah! And then the inside is cool too. I'm not going to give that away till you open it, but there's some fun stuff inside there too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a band that's been on this show. I've praised them before. So I'm not going to be able to give you too much more on that. But much like with the band we just talked about with One Fall, like, I feel like these guys are definitely like melodic hardcore, but I also feel like there's something else that I can't quite pinpoint. And whatever that may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just they have a very unique sound. I feel they're not like the typical Buffalo hardcore band that we would hear. I am into it. I like it a lot. I forgot that I bought the album until it showed up, and I'm assuming it's from them because I don't. Oh, maybe wait. Did I buy the album? I don't know. I might not have bought the album. I don't know. I have a record over here. It might be Science Man. I don't know. I did.
Oh, okay. That's a good one too, dude.
So, but I do own it digitally, so it makes me feel like I did buy it because I usually, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy both. You know.
Right.
But yeah, I love it. This is good stuff. It's quick. I wish it was longer, much like the One Fall. I would love if they just put 2 more songs on here. But the fact that they have this on one side and then the other side is the demo. That's a treat for anybody who gets the vinyl, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they mix in. There's definitely a lot of street punk and skate punk layered in with the melodic hardcore side of things. That I feel like, Chris, is this the third? I feel like this is the third time you've brought them to the show.
Maybe
in total.
I think maybe I brought with a single when they released Sad Clown. I may have brought that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. And then the last one was last summer.
Yeah, the demo.
And then I feel like this is three total times. So because I was thinking exactly the same thing before we got on of that Trev was saying. It's like, I don't know that I have a ton new to say, but we've definitely expressed our admiration for this band a few times, and it never disappoints. So I love his kind of gravelly vocals, like you were saying, and it's definitely different than a lot of the other Buffalo hardcore that we've come to learn Buffalo is quite well known for, and is super distinct through you bringing them so many great artists to the show. So but yeah, no, it's cool. I liked it.
Cool.
We're having an unboxing as we do this. It's all right. It's Science Man, which makes sense because I think I bought this before I bought the Do Crime one, right? So Do Crime must be on the way.
There you go.
Right on. Jeff, let's talk about your local.
Oh, my local. So I knew of this band, but I had kind of forgotten about them a little bit. I hadn't seen them. So my local is a band called Kind Being, and they are from the Boston area. The lead singer's name is Tommy, and they also play in another band called Jesus the Dinosaur. I've seen Jesus the Dinosaur play. But I have, and they also play in Chad Stokes' band, Chad Stokes and the Pintos, formerly of Chad Stokes of State Radio and Dispatch. So anyway, I saw Jesus the Dinosaur play a while back and knew of this other band, but had kind of not seen or heard anything from them in a while. And then the other night at O'Brien's, they were booked on a show with my pals in MK Naomi. And so it was really cool. It was a very eclectic bill matchup that night. It went from this to pop punk MK Naomi stuff to full blown grindcore, gnarly hardcore. It was Deprogrammer Cult was the band, and if either of you guys have heard them, it was a wild night. And then Sonny Jim Clifford opened with his banjo driven, gritty folk, dark banjo folk. So it was just all over the place. It was a really interesting night. But Kind Being, they're very mellow, kind of indie folk type stuff. Really beautiful music, really heartfelt music. The first track, Cody, is it's really funny. They played this on stage and introduced it something about this song's about my uncle, and everybody in the crowd was like, oof, is that a good song about an uncle? Or it was something about this is about my weird uncle, or something like that. I don't know. And it wasn't until I actually listened to the record and they do have the lyrics here, which is really nice. And was oh, this is such a sad song, but it's really beautiful, kind of just mellow music. There's some parts of it that I felt were nostalgic, took me back to almost kind of 70s folk type stuff, similar to the artist I brought last month, that was from Canada. You know, some like little licks in there, but it was just really, really nice. And something I hadn't kind of heard in a while. They did the drums and the percussion live with tracks that they arranged, like MIDI tracks, and then they had like guitar, bass, and vocals. So yeah, I dug it.
You know, like when you look at an old picture from like the 70s and it's like maybe a den with wood panel walls and like that built-in shelving with this big stereo, and like the lamp has like this yellow lighting, you know what I mean? It's got a yellow hue to it, and this music sounds like that photo. Like it sounds like this kind of it's not lo-fi, but it feels like it could be
cozy.
chill.
It's like cozy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it's got such a chill vibe, man, and the harmonization on these vocals they're just so good together. It's this kind of like almost a warm, fuzzy feeling when you're listening to the two vocals kind of intertwining as the music's playing. It's just so nice, dude. They
call it bedroom pop on
their
Bandcamp page.
It was such a nice bring, dude. When I was playing, because like we're listening, we have like the skate punk or the hardcore, and then I hit play on this, right, and it was just like, a breath of fresh air. This is kind of nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, I enjoyed it. The music is so chill. It's so relaxing, man. It's there's that kind of indie that I really like. Is this vibe? It's a vibe. It's chill. It's about just kind of feeling relaxed almost, and really just forget about worry. This is chill. This is nice. I enjoyed it, dude. Hell yeah.
Well, I really wish I didn't go last on this one. So thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
I wrote, this is what I had. My initial thought, this is like very sweet sounding music. It's polished, Beatles-esque even. Jeff, after you telling us like what other projects are involved, I see it 100% on how how that is now. Indie pop. So like Beatle-esque indie pop. It just didn't hit me. It didn't hit me the right way. Maybe I wasn't in the mood for it because I went back today. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to listen to the whole thing again today. Mm-hmm. But I did go back today, and I was liking it more. So I think this for me would have to be something I am in a specific mood for.
Yeah.
With that said, it probably wouldn't be in my everyday rotation. My rotation ranges from swampy blues to punk rock and everything and like, you know, I mean, you could throw regular blues in there, you could throw Delta blues in there, you could throw all this stuff into my normal thing. This is something that's going to have to hit me in a certain way. I think it's really well made. I think it's real. I think it sounds really good. It just wasn't something at the moment when I was driving that I wanted to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's not their fault. And like, they're so sweet, right? Like 50% of the proceeds goes to Solidarity Supply Distro, right? Which is like helping feed the Boston area. Like, I have nothing bad to say about this. I'm just saying I'm a dick, and I just didn't. I was probably in more of a.
This is what we.
I was probably just in a fucking dickhead mood, and I didn't want to listen to indie pop.
It was also very different than most of our other picks this month. It was an outlier, which is what I like a lot of times. To have an outlier, but I absolutely think it's something that you got to be like in the right mood for. It had summery all over it for me just at the moment, it's just like the hot weather and like I
will say that part, yes. And I also had like I was driving to work and my AC wasn't working, so I had like the windows down while listening. Like I just needed to be in a mood for this. And like I said earlier today, I started listening to it again right before you hopped on, Jeff, and I was like definitely into it a lot more now. So I think it's a vibe thing for sure. So
nice.
All right, well, now that I just shit on the nicest band in the world, I didn't mean to. I don't think I shit on them. I think I said a lot of nice things. I just think my taste sucks. You know what I mean? My taste just sucks at times. yeah, we're gonna take a right break. We're gonna take a take a quick break. Yeah, and get all koozy, and come back with our beer picks for August. We'll be right back.
Oh boy.
And we're back with our beer picks for the X Factor. So yeah, I picked beer. It won. I was even I was trying to find. I was gonna say lager or something like that, but it didn't so happen. So how did you guys before we get started? Did you just punch in beer on Bandcamp?
Pretty much.
Because that's what I did.
Yep.
And then I said I don't want one of the top picks. I want to hunt because Jeff and Chris, both of you guys, go hunting. You go into, you don't just pick the first thing you see.
Right.
You go in and you listen to things, and I wanted to do the same. So I did.
Yeah, I did hunt a little this time around. There was one that I lingered on that I was gonna bring as my pick.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can do better.
So I just want to say, before we get into my pick, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I bought 6 albums that came from the beer tag, and this is the one I landed on.
That's awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there was a Boston one. There was a Boston one too.
Oh, big surprise that is.
Yeah. It was it was a band called Psychic Dog. Did you remember them? Do you know them?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's Doug.
Yeah,
It's Doug McCormick.
So I don't know Doug, but I really liked this album. But the more I got into things and the more I got into things, the one I picked, I had to really deep dive into it, right? So every one of these that I picked has some kind of beer related song or album name, like The Intoxicated Massacre by Cab Ride Home, Summer Lessons by Spray Tan. It's the Jaws poster but with a Pabst Blue Ribbon can.
That was the one I almost picked.
Oh, really? Yeah. So, and then there was one, and I just loved the name so much. Fisted from the Grave was the name of the album.
Jesus Christ.
It was by a band called Mountain Grave and Lucifist. It was a split.
Lucifist.
Yes.
And then I even found a country album that I liked called by a band called Kill County, and the album's called Year of Getting By, and the cover is like a growler thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, I was all over the place, but I didn't settle with any of those. I settled with a band who I thought at first, maybe that's why it said beer. I thought their name was Brew, but it's pronounced Bro. Breaux. And then I listened to the album, and I'm like, where's the beer song? How come this has beer as a tag? I don't get it. So I did a deep dive. I went deep. First of all, before I get into this deep dive, Chris doubted my loyalty to this show and my dedication to these X Factors. Because
I think mostly what I was doubting was your ability to read. Because I was like, he's probably saying brew.
No respect.
I'm just kidding.
No respect.
I'm just kidding.
So the album is called Doom Goddess, by the way.
Yeah.
I did a deep dive because I was listening to this and I'm like, this is just really good. I gotta find the connection. So when Chris was hammering me at fucking 5 in the morning about this, I didn't happen to.
That came out weird.
Whatever. while he was verbally assaulting me at 5 in the morning.
Oh God!
I couldn't find the actual thing that made me that linked it. So I just but what I did find I found pictures what was it called? It was called bro like ale or
yeah.
or
There's
something.
a beer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't find the one I was looking for, but
that's amazing.
that is where we went. So, before we get into it, there is a beer called Bro Kari. It is a blonde ale from a brewery in New Orleans called, I think they say Brew. It's Brieux is the brewery name, not beer. So that name, that brewery was once called Dixie Brewery, and they changed the name for obvious reasons with the name Dixie. So that is why, and I believe I actually think it was under the Dixie name when Bro Curry was a thing, but maybe not. I don't know. But right here, in case you're wondering, it's a blonde ale, 5.2% alcohol. And I don't know what IBU is, but it's 22. It's 22, whatever that means. So, in case you're looking for a blonde, head to New Orleans. That didn't sound right either. Jesus Christ. A blonde ale, you bastard. All right. Now, for the album, Doom Goddess, by a band that I believe is now defunct called Bro. I say that because they haven't posted anything on Instagram since 2022. This thing starts off with like this bluesy tune, and like this guy's voice, and it's this big bellowing voice, and it's bluesy as hell, like a rock and roll, just like a harder rock thing. I guess it would be like a hard rock blues kind of thing. And then that song ends. And the next song is straight up in your face metal. And then, I mean, this thing ranges from, like I said, like hard rock and blues to death metal a little bit here and there. Metal all the way. Big fan of it. What better way to talk about a new metal album is on the day Ozzy Osbourne died. He would have been proud of Brew and of the album Doom Goddess. I like this a lot, and they bring that blues back into it throughout the album, but like go harder with it, right? I thought it was very original. From Salt Lake City, Utah. No idea what's going on there. Never been. Don't really want to go, but yeah, these guys were great. From the looks of it, they were a 5-piece band. I really hope maybe they're just like not on social media anymore, but they still doing stuff, because I had a lot of fun with this one. I really did. And like, Seth Anderson put out a new single called Beers and Shots, and I was like, I should just pick that. And then I was like, no, I went
low-hanging fruit
far down the rabbit hole to find this, and I'm really happy with it. Chris, I hope it meets your satisfactory questioning that you gave me.
Well,
yeah.
After you told me the whole thing, I was like, you know what? That's next level research. Let me listen to this, and I hope it's worth that deep dive. Unfortunately, no, I'm just kidding, dude. This was awesome. I was the same as you. Hearing that first track, you're just like, oh, okay, here, this is cool, this is groovy, and then it's just metal, and you're just like, yo, it's heavy, it's dark, but it's got a groove. This has definitely got groove, and you want to know why? Because, and they have it in their tag, but listen to it. You hear Southern rock in there. You can hear Southern rock licks, the way the riffs go, and the way they play some of the
right kind of Southern metal, Southern rock,
kind of that like bendy, that these slight bends that come with Southern Southern rock riffing and licking. Okay, that didn't sound either, dude. But it was awesome. Like I enjoyed this a lot. I played this a couple times, and it's definitely like when you're in the mood for heavy, like you want something like this, right? I've said it before. I'm not a big fan of heavy where the vocals are to the point where I can't understand anything, right? This is it. This is great. This killed. I loved this.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was good, dude. It was really cool.
Now you gave me shit before you listened?
yeah, because I was looking at the name. I'm like,
right.
Wait,
that makes sense, right?
bro?
Because you probably thought like you said, you probably thought I thought it was Brew.
Well,
right?
the thing is, no, I saw
thought it was
Bro. I saw Bro and I was like, why did he pick this? And I saw the tag beer. I'm like, okay, beer. So then I'm looking at the song titles. I'm like,
same thing.
Nothing here is beer. Nothing on the artwork is beer. Like nothing is beer. Why did he pick this? Just because of the tag? They might have just thrown that in there because they were drinking when they put it out on Bandcamp. You know what I mean?
Think so. I don't think they know anything about the Louisiana.
I don't know. Maybe they do, and maybe that's why. Maybe they had it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was cool, dude. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I need to. There were a couple this month that I didn't get to dive as deep into as I wanted to, just in timing and procrastinating. But I really do like this a lot, and I love that they switch it up from kind of the like they describe it as like southern metalcore. And they kind of go back and forth between like some of those really gnarly heavy vocals to like more melodic vocal lines. I feel like where they bring in that more like southern rock like influence and vibe to it. And so like what I've listened through so far, like I really really like it, and it's definitely a vibe. It's a mood you got to be in for this too. And they also put their lyrics on the Bandcamp, which I'm always harping about, especially with metal bands, because you can never understand the lyrics, you know. But yeah, like that first track starts off and you're like, oh, cool, what's this? And then the second track is you're like, holy shit, like just like, like, it just melts your face. So yeah, dug it. I dug this one. I thought it was I thought it was pronounced brew the whole time I was listening to it, and I was like, well, I guess that's the pun, but
I would have worked. That would have worked. I don't know. So let me ask you guys: Would just it having a tag that says beer, would that count or no? It needs to get a little better than that.
Well, the tag is what makes things show up when you search it.
Yeah.
So like that's on the band, you know.
Yeah, that's the intent.
If these guys were active, I would reach out and be like, "Tell me what the beer reference is," and see if they know.
Dude, don't you know about New Orleans?
Yeah. But I do hope everyone appreciates the how I got here, because like it was, and there was so many good like albums I could have went with too, and I wanted this one because it sounded really good, and I really liked that it had a deep connection somewhere, like degrees of separation or whatever to it, you know.
Yeah.
So I like when I get to do that. I think we did that one time with Smilo and the Ghost, because like a Smilo is spelled the same way.
Oh right, yeah,
like
Smilo.
Yeah, it's like a rice grain or some shit. But yeah, so that was mine. Doom Goddess by Bro.
Nice.
Breaux. Go check it out.
Mine was a crazy deep dive too. It's hard. It's going to take a lot to figure out how I got to beer finding this one. The band is from, it's a melodic hardcore skate punk band from Gorizia, Italy. They're a band called Beer Bong. And they've got two brand new singles they just released. One's called Painful Years. The other one's called Nevermore. Now, skate punk. If you like skate punk, this is your jam. If you like heavy, quick, fast, rapid fire, music, this is your jam. What I didn't know was this band is they're vets, dude. These guys have been around for a minute. Since 1995, they've been around. So these guys have been around for 30 years. They're one of the bigger kind of skate punk bands in Italy. They're really well known for like high speed, technical, melodic playing and musical prowess. And if you listen to these two songs alone, after 30 years, they still have it. You know what I mean? It sounds insane. Like if you're into like NoFX or Lagwagon, you definitely enjoy this band. And they sing in English, so you can understand what they're saying, and it just sounds like the stuff if you grew up in the 90s on that skate punk Fat Records, like this is you'll feel right at home. It's a good time. It's fast, and for me, this is summer music. Skate punk has always been summer music to me, and this one's right up there. I love it.
Yeah, cool. I I wrote the Italian Pennywise.
Nice.
Pennywise, Bad Religion. It fit right in there. Very good. Well done. Given everything you just told us about this band, it makes sense why it's so like it's it's such a good like for that sound of what it is. Man, 95. They've been around a long time. They don't even look old. Some of them don't even look old enough for that. Oh. I love my Italian brethren, So
There you
I'm
go.
all for it. I'm all for
Is
it.
that local for you?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on where they are in Italy. But so if they're in Calabria, maybe if they're in that part of the country,
That's awesome.
or part of Italy. No, I think I like Painful Years more than Nevermore. I leaned more towards that one. I can't. Maybe I don't know why. I did listen to them both and I liked them both, but if I had to pick between the two, I think Painful Years would be a little more of what I want.
Yeah, I liked them both right off the bat. The lyrics reminded me, or the vocals rather, reminded me very much of like Bad Religion. And then I kind of noticed that they're from Italy, and I was like, sick. Like we haven't had a really good like international band on that's like from another country in like lately. Like we've had some bangers. We've had some great artists on throughout the years from different places around the world, but over these past few months, I feel like everything, has been pretty much local to like the US, like for all of our picks. And so it was just, it was rad to like hear and kind of like refreshing to hear something like from somewhere else. And they know exactly what they're doing and they're doing it really well. I didn't have a lot else to say about it. It just was fast. It was in your face. It was super fun. I think I agree with you that it's definitely summer music. It's definitely it's got that anthemic feel, and like also when I do hear a band from another country that I really dig, it's always just like a nice feeling remembering that like punk is punk no matter where you are in the world, and it connects communities, like based like regardless of like language or culture or whatever. Like you can like find your people no matter what, like where you are in the world.
Hell yeah.
Which is always cool. But yeah, I dug it.
The only thing no, that's a different one. Yeah. No, they were good. They were definitely good. I was just thinking of vinyl, but that's for the next band we're going to talk about. So, yeah. So these guys have been around since 95, but they only have like 3 singles out.
On Bandcamp.
No, they've on Bandcamp. They've they've still got stuff out. Yeah. They got a lot of stuff out.
They probably put these out themselves then, these ones. You know what I mean?
Probably,
like, yeah. That makes sense. But it's new, so
maybe they did some label stuff back in the day, and then they now they're free agents,
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So cool. That was a good one. One. Jeff.
Yes, so my also hails from another part of the world, which I was very stoked about. It is a band called Dartz, DARTZ. They hail from, all capitalized, they hail from Wellington, New Zealand, and their record that I brought is called A Dangerous Day. It's called Dangerous Day to Be a Cold One.
I love that.
Which there is no ambiguity here at all about the beer connection, especially not if you look at their album art, the cover art. This record came out March of 2024, so last year, and it's fucking great. They also describe themselves as like New Zealand punk, garage rock. I would place it in between the like kind of like garage punk, like a mix of like kind of street punk and garage band sounds. It's not really lo-fi, but it's got that fuzzy like energy to it, that really gritty energy to it. It's also extremely humorous, this record. They do not have their lyrics on their Bandcamp, but they're pretty easy to hear, most of them. My favorite track off the record was Flat Inspection, which is about perhaps your landlord falling down the stairs. in your apartment that they don't inspect or that they don't repair or take care of for you. They're a humorous band. They're really fun to listen to. I love all the songs. It's like fast, gritty rock and roll, punk rock and roll kind of stuff, and yeah, it was a good time. So glad that I landed on this one. Definitely would love to see these guys if they ever toured in the States, which I don't blame them if they're not going to, but they'd be a really fun band to catch live.
Definitely a party band, the band that's you want to have at a party.
Hell yeah.
It's absolutely fun. This goes right up there with Beer Bong for me. Like, just put this on during the summer and have a good time driving around. Have a good time with your friends. It's got that, like you said, not lo-fi. It's almost grungy, that low texture, this kind of subtexture feeling that kind of underlines a lot of the rough sound to it. But
yeah,
the fun thing is their lyrics. There is this thing where they kind of, it's like a tongue-in-cheek thing, but I was noticing some of their lyrics, like if you're paying attention, it's like they're trying to make a point too, right? Which is the punk thing. It's like you have a message as well. These guys just know how to have fun doing it. And it sounds great, dude. It sounds great. Guitars are great. Drumming's great. Vocals are awesome. This was a good time, dude.
So I wrote down, it gave me like an 80s Cure vibe if they were like upbeat, like party music. It was very bizarre that it did that. I loved it though. I loved it. I love that their Bandcamp is smokedarts.bandcamp.
Smoke Darts, yeah,
and that's their website name. Did you read this, like where it says Wellington, New Zealand is known for 4 things: terrible union laws in the film industry, pretty good coffee, something called the Bucket Fountain, and the band Darts, and then it has like a space and it says, you can't get the other 3 on Bandcamp.
Yeah. There's politics behind their lyrics for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's definitely a lot of party and a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
I want a Darts and Girth Control split. That's what I want. I think they're the perfect. I want to party with both.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lives, you know?
Yeah.
I want to see, like, oh man, like this was a fun album. I had a lot of good time with it. I wish I had more time with it, to be honest. I listened to it once and then like I listened to like half the songs today. I'm gonna probably grab it. I wish I could get the vinyl. It's just really expensive to ship. From over there. And that's what I was getting at earlier, because I was looking at this one. I was prepping, but I wish there was a way to get vinyl from other places, other countries, without the ridiculous shipping charges that come with it.
Yeah.
But if you look at it too, the vinyl's sweet. Like they got like just like the black vinyl one, but then they got this like green. Actually, I think it kind of reminds me of a Girth Control record, to be honest. The way it is. So yeah, I think these guys were great. This is a fun album. This is like you were saying, Chris, like drinking with your buddies or whatever. Throw this on, and then everyone's singing along. And I had a blast. I really did. I had a blast with this one, and I will be getting it somehow. I don't know how yet. I don't know how many laws I got to break to get their record over here, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So, cool. That was everybody's X Factor. We had beer, and then when we come back, we're gonna talk about our favorites from this month. We're gonna talk about what we have going on, and we're going to pick our X Factor for next month and put it for the poll for you guys. So, go pour yourself another one. We'll be right back.
There you go, Trev. That was a good one.
All right, and we're back, and it's time to go. I always hate saying goodbye. You know what it reminds me of when I do this part is there was a show when I was a kid called Romper Room. and I don't know if you guys are familiar.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's talked about that show.
And she had the magic mirror, and she's like, and I see Billy, and I see Laura. She never saw Trev, but that's okay.
Poor little Trev would cry.
Yeah, poor little Trev inside thinks about that bitch in her
It
magic
reminds
mirror.
me of the like Happy Trails to You,
Yeah.
like whatever. At the end of like one of those late night shows or
Yeah.
Johnny Carson or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I wish I had a better way to end this than me getting all sad and fucking like, so, because I enjoy doing this. I wish we could do this full time. I really do. If we did this, well, I mean, I guess I do kind of podcast full time.
You and me both, brother.
Yeah.
I wish
You and me both.
I wish we could do this and get paid full time, I wish
Hey, folks, help us do this full time.
Yeah. Send us all your money.
the Struggling Artist Enterprises so I can pay these two guys to hang out with me every day.
For
That's all
just
I
the
wanna
price
do.
of a cup of coffee a day.
You can support your local struggling artist.
Oh my god, that we should make like a fake ad like that. For a cup
For the
of
Patreon,
coffee-
bro. To get
for
the people
cup
on
of coffee
Patreon.
every day.
Because that's how much coffee is now, bro. That's your Patreon charge.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. We'll see if
So
what's
it's
her
one
name?
coffee a month, bro. One coffee a month.
Well, they have
Bro,
that one-
please, bro.
that one
It's just
pla-
one coffee, bro.
I'm telling you, it'll work.
Bro, please, bro.
They have that one platform, Buy Me a Coffee, right? That's a platform.
Right?
Yeah.
I made one. I never used it. I don't know how to use it. I don't know what you can do with it. I guess it's just like
Buy
Patreon.
coffee.
I don't know. Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, it's time to go. Before we do, I would like to say that I love you guys. My favorite is gonna have to be darts this month. Only because like Do Crime's already there, right? Do Crime is in the. This is my favorite discovery of this month, and it's probably darts. I was a big fan of my pick, but I do like darts quite a bit.
Yeah, same. I'm picking my own pick this
You
month.
son of a bitch.
Darts was my favorite. Yeah.
I agree. Darts was a lot of fun, dude. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. So cool. All right. Jeff just breaks the rules. Picks his own. No. All right. Cool. All right. The X Factor for September. What do we have? Who's gonna
Blueprint.
Blueprint
Radio.
The macabre. Anything doomy, deathy. I don't know.
Corn on the macabre.
The macabre.
Macabre. Yeah. Macabre. That's
Macabre.
mine is macabre.
Now I hope it's macabre, just so we call it that.
Macabre.
Macabre. Yeah.
The macabre.
Jesus.
I love it.
Do we have anything? Anybody have anything going on?
No, I know there's a show coming up at the Struggle Dome.
There is a
Sure there
stro.
is.
A
Ask a
stro.
punk.
There's a stro coming up at the Struggle Grome, and
Ask a punk.
I want to say I do want to make this announcement. A one of the listeners of I consider Katie a friend. We bonded over the Ducky Boys like 15 years ago on the internet, and we've been like internet buddies ever since, And like she supports the podcast. She's part of the Patreon. She's part of the record club. Like she's a great person. I did an episode with her to talk about her poetry on the Patreon one time too. So she goes by Punk Rock Poet. Hit her up on the socials and follow her. She's a fantastic poet. She's coming to the Struggle Dome show. She has friends. She's coming out here to see friends, and it's at the same weekend. And I was like,
Heck
bring them on
yeah,
over.
dude.
And they're like right in Bellingham. They're not even far. It's not like, so.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So that would be cool.
I met her once at Fest.
Oh, you did?
Nice.
I think. I believe so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I met her at Fest 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
You told me she was going to be there.
Oh, no. That's somebody else. That's another Katie, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So that Katie used to do the scavenger hunt at Fest.
Yes.
Yeah, the unofficial.
That's who it was.
scavenger hunt. Yeah. The different person, but you'll meet this one as well if you're here. On August 9th. So, yeah, it's ask a friend, ask a pal, ask a punk kind of show again. We had a really good I feel like we had a really good turnout for the one in March.
Yeah,
So
it was
I said,
fun.
Yeah, it was a good
again.
time.
Let's do this again. So it's what do we got here? It's Squally Green Thumb,
KCUF.
KCUF,
Chandler
Recovering
Cross.
Catholics, and Chandler Cross. So it should be a
Nice.
good show.
Gonna be a banger.
Good show. I'm also going to tease this. I don't know if anybody out there. I think I've teased it before, but anybody out there who plays with like TTRPGs, I made one, and we're gonna do a series of play testing, and I created an account for it on Roll20. If anybody's on Roll20, just look for the Tower and then my name, Trev Allen, and I'm gonna be doing a couple play tests on there with just random people because I don't trust my friends to give me their honest opinion.
And then look forward to the Patreon series, The Tower.
Yeah, we could probably do one there.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm
Yeah,
in. I am excited with this character, dude. I can't wait for you to check out this character.
Send it to me 3 days late.
Now you're gonna wait 2 more days.
No, I can't. I need it. The funny thing is, Chris was giving one of the other guys shit.
I totally
You better
was,
get
dude.
it to him before the weekend deadline, because then he tells me I'm gonna have it in like an hour, and then like it's been like 4 days. It's all
It's
right.
okay. He's just gonna give it to you the next time he's hammering it. He's hammering you at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh god,
Good Lord, I
You'll
did
get
not
it.
mean it that way.
that's amazing.
All right, guys. So yeah, if anybody out there into D&D but different things and like different styles of TTRPGs, hit me up, please. Trev at thestrugglingartistpodcast.com. I am always looking for people who want to play test the shit I'm making. So I really am excited for this one. It's called The Tower. It is a heavily influenced by the Stephen King macroverse. The play tests may be a little too influenced, but that's because they're free in their play tests, and we're just doing it for fun. Hopefully, if everyone who plays, I have people that are going to play in person, I have people that are going to play online. If we can get it in like people like, if it's worthy, I might do a Kickstarter to try to make this a game. I might. We'll
Nice.
see. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun making it. So, but yeah, that's out there. Go listen to 716 The Sound. Chris, any new episodes?
Yep. There's a new episode that came out last week and some fun announcements. Go check it out.
Ooh, I'm going to have to check that one out. And then Jeff, jrbimage.com.
Yep, we got and I'm working on putting together a compilation that's going to be released on Labor Day. It is a compilation against Brutality 2, and it's going to feature a handful of local artists in the area and folks that are friends and friends of friends. And so, yeah, keep an eye out for that. It's going to be coming out on Labor Day, and proceeds are going to be going to Immigration Fund, relief funds, legal funds. So
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, guys, that's it. I love you both. I love everyone who listens. I'm in a happy mood now that we're leaving. I don't know why, but I'm excited for everything we have going on. Jeff, I'm excited for the comp. Chris, I'm excited to see you in a month or a couple weeks, 2 weeks.
Couple weeks.
3 weeks.
Couple weeks.
yeah,
So,
party time, staff
yeah.
party,
We're
staff
gonna-
party. Get that company credit card ready, Trev. I hope you.
Oh
I hope
shit,
it's-
Arya's gonna be here too. You're right. It's gonna
I
be.
hope that company credit card's got got a high limit on it.
Oh boy,
That's
I'm in
awesome.
trouble. All right, guys. Until next month. Thank you so much for listening to the Struggling Artist Turntable. We'll see ya.
See you later.
Bye.